Welcome back to my channel. Let me do a quick settings, and then we're gonna get into this, okay? So today I am up to using my my back camera, which is something I haven't done before. Okay, so it's gonna be the first time ever that I'm using my back camera. So it's gonna be a little bit, how do I put it? It's a little bit scary, okay? It's scary, okay? To use your back camera and not knowing what's happening. I keep looking this way because I have my laptop there. I'm charging my other phone, okay? So I'm charging my other phone, and I'm gonna use my other phone to help me read the comments. So this is a tryout, okay? This is a tryout. And with the tryout, we're going to be making something simple, something easy. We're gonna make a juice as well. We're gonna make what sort of juice? We're going to make ginger juice, ginger minutes juice. Okay, let's start. This is so weird. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate using my back camera. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. Okay, all right. So we're gonna be making some lunch. Okay, so for lunch today, we're gonna make some ramen. As usual, this is a tryout for my back camera, but we're still gonna make something. So we're gonna make some ramen noodles for lunch because that's what I'm craving. And then I'm going to then make some ginger. You know what? I'm gonna make the ginger juice first before I make my ramen, so that I can keep it in the fridge and it can like heat up, and not heat up, cool up. This is so strange. So it can cool up, and then it'll be in time for me to drink it. Okay, during the time. All right. Okay. All right. Let's start. So I'm gonna use a couple of ginger. So we got one ginger. We're gonna use lime because we don't have lemon, so we're gonna use lime. Do let me know in the comments, right? Do let me know. Ooh, look at the ginger. Look at this. Oh, so huge. So huge. But we're not gonna use all. I'm gonna use some. It's because the winter is here. It's getting colder now. People are catching cold left and right. And we wanna create something to prevent that from, catching any of that. And also, since I bought this blender, I haven't used it. And it was last week I bought this blender. I'm the only one who hasn't used it. So I'm really, really excited to be using it to see how it's doing. But yeah, let's go on it. So we're just gonna give this orange. Should I add orange? I do have orange. I'm gonna add orange. See how it tastes. Last time I made this was a couple of months ago. I made it with lemon, and then I added a bit of honey to it. It was nice. But let's try a different way of it. Okay, I'm gonna use one lime. I might use two. So we're not gonna peel off the skin. We're just gonna blend, and then we're gonna just we're just gonna make sure that we don't have any like these things is gonna be like cut off and stuff like that. So, but we're not gonna like we're not gonna peel the skin off all the way. We're just gonna peel a few of it, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge when done. I'm just gonna cut these off. And then we're gonna blend. so we're gonna chop these. The ones that we've done, we're gonna chop them in here. I can still read the comments. I would have to go on my laptop to read the comments. Hold on. Someone say hello. Hiya. Hi, welcome to my live. Hi. We're just making a winter drink. We can call this a ginger shot. A healthy ginger shot. So you're just gonna break these in half to help with the blend. But yeah, how are you doing? How's things going? I do need some feedbacks though from everybody that comes join my live. If the camera is better, I don't know. I always use the phone one. But yeah, we'll see. When my other phone, so I have this phone that I've used for many years. It's a Samsung 7. I know it's very, I mean, compared to now, it's very updated. That's the phone that I'm charging at the moment. I'm gonna charge it and then I can then use it to read my comment on. That'll be good. I want to get another phone just so I can use that phone for my like content creating phone, because I don't use like, you know, those cameras. I use my phone to film, edit and everything. I struggle a lot with using my laptop to edit. I struggle a lot, so I've always been using my phone and all these apps. Why is this thing so hard? Right. So I'm just gonna cut these up. I'm trying to cut them in half, but it's a struggle, so I'm just gonna cut them horizontal. Ginger is so strong. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Getting there. How is everyone doing? Let me see if I've got any comments. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Alright. Ginger is all in. I'm gonna chuck these away. Oh, hi. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, hi from from London, England. How are you? How is it going on your side? The weather's not looking so great today. It's a bit gloomy. It's a gloomy weather today. But at least it's not raining. That's good. Got some yam. So I'm having blueberries. So I'm making some ginger shots. I'm using one orange, a lime, and a lots of ginger. So that's what I'm making at the moment. After this is done, I'm going to be making some ramen for lunch. There's a lot of things I need to make in terms of cooking wise. There's a lot of food that I have to make, but I had a really stressful start of the week, so I'm taking some days off. I'm gonna be eating cheap meals. I'm gonna be eating cheap meals, like, you know, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I see what you're trying to say, but no, my little sister's gonna have some of this, and I have parents that are gonna have some of this, so we need to keep it, you know, alcohol free. Whew. I hope this is seedless. It doesn't say. It's really nice and sweet. I do hope this is seedless, but I don't think it is. It's really nice and sweet. So with this one, you can just drink on its own, or you can then go ahead and add in some honey or like a little bit of sugar if you want, because this is the only thing that's going to give it sweet. I hate Hey, hi y'all. You know, I was meant to come on live yesterday, but I couldn't think of what content to make, which was so sad. I was like, what do I? Well, that's a waste. I gotta pick that one up and put in the bin. Couldn't think of what content to make, and then I was like, you know what? I'm taking a day off. I was meant to take a day off today as well. Today was meant to be a day off as well. You know, I'm already, like, I am married, you lot. I don't know why. Nobody believes it. Is it because my husband does not come into the frame, or that doesn't come into the, doesn't come in to my videos? So everybody just thinks I'm not married. I am married. Guys, I am married. Oh my god, this is so hard. I found out that my arm strength is getting really weak. I'm using my back camera today, so that's why I have to always come close to the camera, to my computer, to read comments. Because over the weekend, when I was over at my sister's place, I did show you guys one of the Ghanaian dishes that we have, which is eba. Oh my god. You know, one time he told me, because he goes back to watch my lives anyways, and he was like, oh my god, your subs are something else. But yeah, so basically I'm just bruising the lime so I can get as much juice out of it. So what you do is just you put some pressure on there, and then you just squeeze it. It's quite hard. And then you just roll it around. You squeeze and roll, and then it becomes really soft. And just, oh, I hurt myself. That's a bit too hard. And I think this has, I think this one has seeds in it. So just squeeze out the lime. The reason why I'm not adding, I'm not like doing the same thing I did with the orange with the lime, is because, I don't know, lime has this aftertaste when blended together with the skin. I don't like it. So that's why I'm just doing only a squeeze. After blending, and when I taste it and I feel like it needs more lime, all I have to do is just squeeze it in. Ooh. It's going to be really entertaining because I haven't used this blender yet. So I think I'm just going to have to press turn on and blend. And that's it. I mean, how hard is it to use a blender, isn't it? So we're making some ginger shots today. You're making some ginger shots. Ginger shots today. I can't sing. Alright, we're going to put some water in here and we're going to blend. Blend, blend, blend. I don't want to put a lot of water in here because I want it to blend properly. Not properly. Properly. Oh gosh. I'm gonna do puree. Let me start. Oh my god, I should have read the menu. Yay, it's blended. Oh my god, it's so gingery. Alright, I'm gonna take this off. Ooh. 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 Just is this too ginger. Alright, I'm gonna use this one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape up. So we're making a ginger shot here. Just gonna make sure everything is mixed in and nothing is missing. Scoop this one in, scoop it in, scoop it in. It smells so strong. Alright, so I've got my net here. I'm going to take this one out. Here. It tastes okay. I don't know why. I tasted a little bit and it's very gingery. I'm going to taste it a little. burns. Oh my god, it burns. But it's good for you. It's good for you. Alright, so we're gonna use this up. Look at the color. The color is amazing. It looks so harmless, you know? It looks like such a summery color. Wow. The taste is a devil. Taste is edible. Alright. Let's put that in. Scoop that up. Squeeze that in. I'm gonna dilute this one again. I'll put that in here. I poured way too much. Just gonna press it down, get as much juice out of it as possible. We got quite a lot. We got quite a lot. I didn't think we were gonna get quite a lot out of this. We did. There's still more liquid in this thing. Alright. Okay, we're gonna put a bit more water in here. Rinse. And then we're going to pour that in here. And then we're going to pour it back in here. So we can get as much bits out as possible. See? There's more stuff in there. Man, I dropped it in there. That's fine. So this is what we're gonna store our juice in. So we're just gonna shake, just clear it up. So there's so much stuff on the side. Just make sure everything is cleared. We're going to put that in here. Alright, now this is where we're going to store our final drink. And then we're going to store it in the fridge. We're going to store it in the fridge. So it's nice and cold. Alright. We're going to leave this one. We're going to squeeze out the water out of this again. Our ginger shot is ready. There's no added honey or no added honey or sugar or anything like that to sweeten it up. The only thing that sweeten this up is the orange, because the orange is really nice and sweet. So I'll leave it to individuals in this household to decide what they want to put in to sweeten it up. Because we all, like for me, I would add honey plus sugar to make it sweet, because I don't like anything burning. But my mom and dad would actually have it raw, because they're just like that. Anyway, so you pour it in. We still got a little bit we got a little bit in there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, this is the final. Let's taste. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and take a little bit in. But my one, when it actually is cool, I'm gonna add honey to it, to my one. So I'm gonna take a little tiny bit. Let's taste it. Oh my god. Oh, it burns. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Ugh. Gosh. This is, I'm gonna need a lot of honey, because no, I can't be having this. All right, so we're gonna squeeze out this one. Squeeze all out, all the juice out. And I'm gonna put it straight in the bin. I mean, I guess you can use this to make something else. It's such a waste, isn't it? It is quite a waste. Ooh, did it fall in? No. Hello. I wish I had some cheesecloth. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Alright, anyways, I'm going to rinse it anyways. I wish I had cheesecloth. I would have gotten much juice out of this than what I'm actually getting. It's annoying. Okay. Put this in the bin. I'm going to put it in the bag and then in the bin. Because if not, oh my god, I haven't read any messages. Oh, what am I making? Okay. Alright, that was the old message. I'm using the back camera today. First time actually doing this. So I'm still getting used to it. And I have my laptop here to give me a hand in reading the comments. Right. Okay. I'm gonna rinse this up. I'm not gonna dilute it anymore because it loses the purpose. But this is just too strong for me. Okay. It's good. Put it here. So that goes in the bin. I'm gonna rinse this. my blender. And then I'm going to raise this up. You know, when I said I was going to make some ramen for lunch, I realized that what is the remaining household going to have? Because I don't have any, well, I don't have anything in the fridge they can have for lunch. So I'm thinking what I can make for them for lunch. We're gonna do this one more time. Set all good. And get all that bits out. And it's the last one. All good. Yeah. This makes me happy, but I'm gonna have mine with honey because no way. I'm not about to burn my throat. Alright, so we're gonna cover this up and I'm gonna put this in the fridge. So this is our ginger shot. Really good for winter because you're gonna catching cold, flu. Really good. If you're one that does not like to take pills, doesn't like to take syrups, me, this is good for you, especially when you have put honey in there to suit up your you know, your cold and stuff like that. And it's really generally healthy. We just use some ginger, orange and lime. Lemon is really much better, honestly, but we don't have any lemon. We only have some lime, so I use some lime. Would I use lime again? Very debatable. But yeah, if I don't have anything but lime, I'm definitely going to be using it. Let's move on to the next. I'm going to put this in the fridge and then it can cool up and then it'll be very enjoyable. I wonder if you can have this hot. I've never tried it before, but you can have like room temperature. Yes, because you can have a room temperature. I think that's fine. But if to have it hot, I don't know. If anybody have done it hot, let me know in the comments. Would I try it? Maybe when I have a couple of days off, I will try it just in case I get diarrhea. I can at least be at home and suffer the consequences of trying something new. But let me know in the comments, okay? Alright, let's put this in the bin. I'm sure we can use this for something else, but I don't know what we can use it for now, and I'm going to put that in the bin. Alright, so let's put this back in the fridge. Let's put it in the fridge. You know, so earlier I was saying that I know what I'm going to have for lunch, but I haven't made anything for the household to have for lunch or dinner. So I'm thinking, whilst talking to you guys, I'm thinking what I could make for them to have. You know what I'm thinking? I think I can make some stew. The thing is, do we have the ingredients to make it? I have some tomatoes here. I can make maybe I can make some egg stew. We have onions. Maybe I can make some egg stew. And then they can have it with some rice. I don't know. Alright. Whilst I'm still thinking of what we can make, let me tidy up so we are ready for the next adventure. Next cooking adventure. Normally when I'm cooking, I make things that is kind of bad. I mean, I think in terms of my household diet wise, we're not very picky. We all have the similar diet. I don't know. So nobody's quite picky. So I tend to make what I fancy and they just have it. But yeah. And sometimes if they don't want it, they will just some more water in here. They will just make something they want, which is fine. Oh, and also we got the air fryer. Remember we got the air fryer last time? I made, what did I make of it? I made some grilled corn yesterday. And I made like a couple of things as well actually, which was really good. It was nice. Anyways, let's be quick. Time is running and it waits for nobody. Oh man. Okay, so I have decided on what I want to make the rice. So I know I'm going to make some sort of rice. I'm going to make some sort of stew so they can have with the rice. But if they don't want the stew, they can have the rice on its own. So that's what we're going to do. And what better rice to make than making Ghanaian oil rice. Oil rice can be eaten on its own. It can also be eaten with something. Yeah. I really do love my culture because the food is so diverse. It's either for the rich or for the poor. You can have it on its own. You can make it as fancy as you want. Anything. So I'm gonna move things around so you guys can see my pot and we can start. So since I bought my air fryer and my blender, my cooking station has become so clouded. And I can't think of what to do to reduce it, because then what do I do? I need everything in here. Anyways, something to worry about another time. I don't know, because I'm thinking of Christmas is coming. I'm gonna be cooking the tongues. I need a lot of space in the kitchen to be making all these roast dinners and whatnot. But anyways, I have till Christmas to decide what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna have my everybody knows this. I love this thing. I use it every time. Making jollof, roasting anything. I literally I love it. I love this thing. Get you this. My mom got this for me. I'm just gonna make sure I got the right angle so you guys I can start making it. I'm good. How are you? Hiya. Sorry. Alright, I think we're on the right frame. I think you guys do see me. Using your back camera it's very hard. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. But last time on TikTok I saw this, they were doing this advert thingy where you connect it to your phone and you can actually see the back. You can see, I mean, I don't know. I've ordered it. It's gonna come on the 10th of October. So hopefully that would work. Alright, so we're gonna make Ghanaian oil rice. Let me explain to you what oil rice is. It's the most unique, tasty food. Okay, it's the ingredients you're gonna need is onion, oil, rice. Okay, onion, oil, rice. That's what you call oil rice. But one thing that I have learned to incorporate to it that takes it to the next level is you can add any other meats you have. So any other meat. So then now my own recipe wise is you're gonna need oil, rice, onions, and whatever protein you have. So that's what we're gonna do. And honestly, this takes it to the next level. Alright, so I'm gonna keep this. Oh my god, there's water in here. I'll put water in here. Alright, so now you can cook this on the pot. It's very easy to make, to be honest. It's not hard. But I like to use my electric cook because most times I'm making all sort of things and my stove is literally covered. So I have this electric cooker that works really well for me when I'm making all sort of meals. Sometimes I make like 3 to 4 meals in a day, which I should be doing. But as I said, yesterday and today is my day off from cooking anything long term. So I'm just making something that they can have for lunch and lunch or dinner, whatever they prefer. But I know what I'm going to be having for. I'm going to have ramen. I'm going to have some ramen. I'm going to have some ramen for lunch. So yeah, let me fix their dish for them and then I can have my lunch. If I don't do that, it's stressful. I don't know. Alright, so my cooker is warming up, which is good. I'm going to start off making what we're going to do. So my choice of protein today, which I have made a couple of times, I always use mackerel, some sort of fish, some sort of tuna. Last time I used tuna, oh, it was so good. Tuna one is good, but I'm not going to use tuna because I have only one tuna left. And I'm going to think of it to use for something else, not this dish. And then I have a lot of mackerel. Like I have loads of mackerel, so why not do a mackerel dish, right? So I've got a lot of mackerel and a lot of mackerel, you know, get what I mean. For the stew, I can see I have some tomatoes. Oh, brilliant. I have a lot of tomato cans, so this is going to work really good. That's good. Good. So for the stew today, I am going to make should I make egg stew? Yeah, we're gonna make some egg stew. Okay. I didn't when I came downstairs, I wasn't planning I was gonna be here for long. I said, I'm gonna be here for like an hour. Not an hour, probably 30 minutes. Just quick make a juice, make lunch, and off I go. But anyways, plans change. Alright, so I'm gonna use two mackerels. I'm gonna put those back. And then I really need a bigger kitchen. My kitchen is so tiny. It's so tiny. Alright, so it's heating up really good. We're gonna use some white onion to make this. I'm gonna use 2. I'm using 2 because these are quite small. It's not large. I wish I had a large amount, so yeah. It's quite small. Alright, we're gonna chop these up to whatever preferred size. You don't have to make it fancy or anything. It's you that you're eating it, so it's fine. But if you're gonna give it to visitors or something like that, put a little kindness to it, okay? A little one. It doesn't have to be a lot. A little kindness. But I'm making this for the house, so I'm gonna put a little tiny of love to it because my household, we have a lot of visitors that comes in, so you never know who is turning up. So I always put a lot of love to it. I love. So we're gonna peel. Just peel your onions. Just peel it up. Alright, onions is peeled. Cut it up. Wash it up. Put that here. So we're making oil rice, okay? Hello, you're welcome. We're making some Ghanaian oil rice. This is a really easy, simple meal. This is a meal I've made since I was a kid. When I was living with my granny. The first time I made this, it was really bad because the water was too much, so it became a bit of porridgey. Anyways, but it's all part of learning, you know, especially when you start at such an early age. But then again, the more you grow up, the more you learn about different recipes, different cooking skills, different things that you can always tweak, you know. Anyway, so my pot is hot. I'm gonna add some oil. Just a generous amount of oil, because these two has oil in them already. It's gonna splash a lot, so be very mindful when you decide to add in your protein. Eyes. You really would think like cooking for so long you are just to chopping onions. It's just so annoying. Onions are done. Right, so onions are done. This is hot. That's good. My eyes is a bit teary. That's okay. That's normal. We're gonna go ahead and add in our mackerel. I'm gonna add one first. It's gonna splash everywhere, so be really mindful. That's why I have my lid here. Ready? Okay. I told you it's gonna splash all over me. Alright, so that's done its damage. But anyway, nothing a cold water would do. It's all part of the cooking experience. Don't be scared. This is normal. Very normal. Alright, so I always, when I'm doing with fish, whenever I'm cooking with a fish, especially in making it into this way, I always do it first so I can fry out those fishy smell out of it. And I always add a little bit of pepper to kind of tone it down a little bit in terms of the fishy smell. I hate it, don't like it. There we go. I'm gonna divide it. It's not over yet. I'm gonna divide. Divide. Alright. See? It's all over now. You see, no splashy, nothing like that. It's good. Nothing to be scared of. Alright. So now that it's frying, doing its thing, we're going to leave it to do its thing. And then we're going to get a chili powder. So if you're not a fan of chili powder, use, I don't know, use paprika or smoked paprika or something like that. Use something that you like. But if you don't mind the fishy smell, you don't have to do this. I do mine, so I'm going to do this. But anyway, I have here some chili powder. I thought I had smoked paprika, but I don't have smoked paprika, so it's fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle a little tiny bit. There's a little bit here. But remember, this is optional. You don't have to do it. But we're making some Ghanaian oil rice with my own twist. I should keep saying with my own twist, because making the original oil rice, this is not part of it. It's literally an additional. Well, I don't know. Ever since I started with this way, I like this way better. I like it better, but the other way is fine as well. Not every day we have mackerel at home. Not every day we have some sort of additional to it. Alright, so you're just going to turn everything around, make sure it doesn't burn. And then we're going to go ahead and add our onions to this. So just massage it up. Massage it up. I don't think I'm going to add the second mackerel in here. I don't think I need it. Bye. Woo! I love the smell of onions. Woo! Amazing. Alright, we're going to fry these up. We're going to give it a few more minutes to do its thing. And then we're going to wash our rice and we're going to add our rice in here. See how simple it is? It's so easy. So easy. I'm going to add a little bit more oil, because I realized the fish has soaked it all up. Oh, it smells amazing. It smells so good. It smells really good. Alright, while this is doing its thing, we're going to wash our rice. Let's tidy this up. I'm just going to cook a couple of cups, maybe 2.5 cups. There we go, 1. Oh, I need to be fast. 2. And 1 more. Alright, so this is burning. It's too high. So this is my rice. I put some water in it, and what I tend to do is that I like to massage it like this. So when you massage it like that, your water is gonna all turn up. Look, see how gray? That's all that excess starch in there. I don't want it in my in here. So I'm just gonna do that. Repeat that. I'm gonna pour the water away. Put another fresh water away. Repeat the same thing, and then that will be it for me. Okay. Now as you can see, the water is a bit more clearer than before. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to go ahead and pour the water in here. I mean, not pour the water, put my rice in here, not the water, not the water. Okay, so this bit is very crucial, okay? Very crucial when you're making your rice. Trust me, it is. You're gonna fry the rice, okay? You're gonna let the rice marinate with the everything in here. You're gonna let it marinate before you add in your water. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Alright, this is the bit that I'm saying that is very crucial. We're gonna stir this up. We keep stirring. Ooh. Looks good already. Looks so good. Let's flip things around. Did I lower this? Yeah, I did. Bring it back on the high heat. Alright, so we're just gonna flip this. You're just gonna keep stirring, making sure things are properly mixed together. And then when they are properly mixed together, you're going to leave it. So when they're properly mixed together. Just like this. You're gonna leave it. You're gonna stir up again, okay? Don't worry. In a few seconds, you stir it up again. I need my tissue. I need to wipe this place off. You're gonna stir it up again. And then when you do that, after that you're going to add your water, and then you're going to season, okay? And which is the important bit as well, okay? There's a lot of important bit to achieve the perfect oil rice. Now this is a bit, I don't know, should I call this, I can take out the uniqueness out of it. It is a Ghanaian oil rice, but with a twist. Okay, this is a Ghanaian oil rice with a twist. That's the new name now. With a twist, okay? Because it is the same. So you leave it for a few seconds. You see that the rice is like, I don't know how to call it. It's like steaming up. I don't know. You're gonna flip it open. It's literally frying it. It's like you're frying the rice and its juiciness and its yumminess. You just do this for like a minute. You don't have to do this for like a long time. Just a minute, just, you know, stirring things around, and then you're gonna go ahead and add in your water. Now for the seasoning wise, when making oil rice, you don't need a lot of seasoning. You need it to keep it nice and simple, nice and short. Honestly, trust me, you don't want to go all above. Even many months or like a couple of years ago, when making this dish, you just have to add only salt. All you need is salt. But now we just add our own favorite stuff to it. But honestly, if you have salt alone in your house, you can just put it in there and you're good to go. You don't have to add any. You don't have to add a lot of things, to be honest. Alright, so as I said, we're gonna keep it nice and simple. I'm gonna use all peppers. You don't really have to use it, but as I said, I'm just gonna use it for the I don't know. But one thing I will say about seasoning, you know, the rules we have here on the Try Out channel is that we always use your favorite season first before you always use your salt. Why do I say this all the time? It's because if you use your salt first and then you go ahead to use all your favorite seasoning in the nest, remember all other seasonings have salt in it already. So what you're going to end up with is a salty dish, right? So what you want to do is you start with your seasonings first and then your salt comes in last, okay? So for instance here, I'm going to use all peppers. I'm going to use this first. So just going to go ahead, tap it in there. Oh Lord, don't need much at all. And then you're going to pour your water, which I'm going to get it. Alright, we're going to pour our water in here. Ooh, it smells amazing. Mix everything together nice. I'm going to add a bit more water because my water is not enough. This should be enough. Alright, so we're going to mix everything to here. We're going to taste to see if the salt is enough. Remember, we haven't added salt. We've added our all-purpose seasoning, but no salt. But we're going to taste because all-purpose seasoning has salt in it already. Obviously, we know it's not going to be enough because we didn't put a lot in there. But we're going to go ahead and put in our salt. Mix, mix, mix. I think my salt should be enough. Today today I've changed my apron. I have my nice black apron in today. Is this amazing? Alright, we're gonna taste. Good, yeah. And then we're gonna put this on a 140 or 150. We're gonna put 150. And then we're gonna leave it alone to cook. And that's how you make oil rice. Now we're gonna make the next dish, which is the stew. We're gonna make egg stew, okay? And how your ingredients for it is this one. Okay, so you're gonna need onions, you're gonna need oil, you're gonna need tomatoes, and of course you're gonna need eggs. I'm gonna add fish to it. You don't have to, but it's not gonna be additional. And then whatever seasonings you have at home, you're gonna add that to it, okay? So let's start. Get the pot. I'm gonna need a pot. Oh, My back is aching me. Alright, I'm gonna use this pot. I'm gonna turn on this one. So with this stew, you can literally have it with anything. You can have it rice, potatoes, what else? Rice, potatoes. Actually, I think those are the two. Rice, potatoes, yam, plantain. Yeah, I think those are the things that you can have it with. You can have it. I think you can have it with kinky or something like that if you prefer, but it's literally up to you. We're gonna leave this to heat up, and then we're gonna add oil. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chop some onions. I'm gonna do a mix match today. I'm gonna use this, the white onions and the purple one. Why? I don't know. I don't mind. Mix match is also good. Alright, so we're gonna peel. We gotta be fast. Alright, so we're gonna chop the back. I always chop the ends because it helps guide me with my peeling. Peels quicker that way. And then when I'm done, I just cut off the head. And that's done. And onions is complete. And then with this one, when chopping up your onions, you can literally chop it into any sizes. Doesn't really matter. Whatever size you want, you can chop it into it. So we're making the making a Ghanaian egg stew. You know, whilst I'm saying this, I haven't checked to see if we have eggs. I can see a box of eggs, but I've not checked to see if we have an amount of eggs in there. Alright, so we're gonna have this, or my family's gonna have this. Well, I probably would have it for dinner time, but not lunch time. So my family will have this with the egg stew I'm gonna make. Ooh, gosh, I almost cut off my finger. Okay, so our pot is really hot because I can literally smell it. We're gonna go ahead and add our oil, a generous amount. So whilst that is heating up, well, it won't take long. I'm gonna try and be as fast as I can in chopping these onions so I can put it in there. Ooh. I gotta be really careful. I almost my oil is too hot. I almost chopped my finger off there. So for lunch for me, I'm gonna have some ramen. So I'm gonna keep some of the onions, not a lot, for my ramen. rice smells amazing. Alright, let's put this back on. I'm gonna take a bit of this onions. I prefer the white onions than the calorie one when it comes to my ramen. I don't know why. I just don't want to see it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put our onions in here. Okay, this is good. Let's wash this off. You know what I just realized? I realize now that my stove is on a high heat. That's why it is burning. Whilst this is cooking, I'm just sorting out a few things I'm going to be needing next. I'm going to go ahead and put in some garlic powder. You can go ahead and add some fresh ones, but I don't think I have any fresh at stock. So we're going to use a powder one for now, just a little bit. Leave that to fry up with it. I'm just gonna check if we have any honey. Do we have any honey? Cinnamon. That's honey. We're gonna use this. Not in here. But, oh my god, the way I was ignoring it. I'm going to make a tea. I'm going to have my ginger drink. So I'm just looking at... I was looking at it here. What was I panicking for? Alright, so my garlic and onions are all ready. I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually bleeding from here because I cut myself earlier with the knife. It's a small incident. It's not a big cut or anything like that. It's just a small cut. Anyways. So my onions and garlic are ready. I'm gonna go add puree. This is tomatoes puree. Not a lot, a little bit. This will thicken up this stew. That's fine. And then again, I haven't still checked if we have any eggs. I am saying we're gonna make this. I still haven't checked. Oh goodness. Alright, so we're going to mix this. This is going to cook up. I'll leave this to do its thin. then I'm gonna check if we have any eggs. This is some eggs we got from Costco. Okay, we have a couple. We have a couple of crates. We have a full crate and almost a half crate. So we have some eggs, so that's good. I'll put that onto the side. The bleeding will stop very soon, not to worry. It will stop very soon. So what we want to do is we want to cook down this tomato puree. You want to cook it down. So what I tend to do, because tomato puree is quite thick, it's very thick and it burns so quickly, so easily. So what I tend to do is that I will stir it up, fry it up a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of water into it, and it will help dilute it, and then it will just cook down, and then the water like literally evaporates, and then it gets back to thickness, but then it's like literally cooks it up. The bleeding has stopped, but it is what it is. I don't think I have any bandage at home. Yeah, I don't think I have any bandages at home. Alright, so it's got to the stage where I need to add some water because it's starting to burn up. So basically just like, yeah, need some water. I'm gonna add this amount of water in here, not all of them, but this one is just fine. I'm not gonna add the rest. If not, it's gonna be watery and it's gonna take a long time for it to get back to its thickness, and I don't want that. This is on a high heat because I want to keep an eye on it. I want it to cook quickly. Okay. Yeah, yes, I hurt myself, babe. Cut my little pinky, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so we're gonna cook this down. It's on a high heat because I want it to be I want it to be quickly. I want it to be done quickly because, as I said from the beginning, I wasn't planning on staying for a while, but since I realized that we don't have much, it would be quite selfish for me to, like, you know, make my lunch and everybody's like, oh, so what am I going to eat? What can I have to eat, you know? So it's on a high heat. I'm here. I can keep an eye on it, so which is fine. Let's check how the rice is doing now. I'm going to need this honey. I'm going to make some tea because I'm quite thirsty. So, I've got the rice here. I haven't opened it since it started doing its thing. We're going to check, you know, how it's doing. Woo! Look at that! It's amazing. Ah. How fluffy it is. It's so fluffy. I might actually change my mind, you know, in terms of like having to heat. Oh shoot! Okay, burn it. Thank you. It's really. Thanks, babe. So basically this is like it's nice and fluffy, you know, this is what we want. So I'm gonna lower the stove really low, and my tomatoes is literally burning. smells amazing. So one trick that I would give you, or one tip I would do, if you make your rice, right, and it's at this stage, and you taste it, you know, you taste it, you're like, oh, I want to taste, right? Let's taste. This is too hot. But if you taste it, and it's like, oh, it feels like there's not a lot of salt in it, and you want to put, you're like, oh my god, how can I put salt in this one? It's like, oh, it's like done. What you need to do, get yourself a bowl, get some warm water in there, pour your salt, yeah? Make sure it's very, very concentrated, okay? Not too much, but mix it in the bowl. And then what you're going to do, you're going to sprinkle that on your rice. The more you sprinkle, the more you turn it, sprinkle on it, turn it, sprinkle, turn it. And then lower the heat, okay? And then let the steam do its thing. It will steam up. By the time you realize, like, when you taste it, it tastes just fine. But let's taste mine. I know my salt is enough, so I don't need to do that, but it tastes amazing. But it's not all ready yet. I'm going to give it some more time. It's still a bit hard for my liking. I'm going to get it a bit more soft. It's so fluffy. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want. Oh. Now I'm going to lower this to 100. Leave that here, and I'll leave that here for the next taste. Alright, let's go back to making the our egg stew. What we're gonna do is, I hope this is chopped. Alright, thank God it's chopped. I was thinking, oh my god, you know, if this is puree, that means I have to blend it, and I don't have time to blend. So you're gonna get your tomatoes. When you get to this stage, just gonna get your chopped tomatoes. You can use the blended one, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and put it in there. Mix everything together. We're gonna put a few more in here. I really need to lower this stove. Splash it myself. Alright, one more. Ooh. This is going to be splashing everywhere very soon. We're going to take a lid, stop ourselves from getting splashed. We're going to put some water in here, not a lot. We're just going to rinse all these up and put it back in here so nothing is wasted. Not a lot. Get as much out. I'm going to do the same thing to here. Make sure it gets a lot of them out as well. And then we're going to go ahead and pour that in here. And then we're going to actually proper rinse this one up so that there's no cats or dog to lick it and they might hurt themselves. I don't know. Something about that I read somewhere. So I am just pushing awareness out there. So you need, apparently you need, your tins needs to be like this. I don't know if you guys can see it, like this. It needs to be nice and clean. See, I'm doing environmental work here. All right, so let's put that in there. And then these goes in the bin, but I can't get to. Our bin is outside, and then I can get outside, so I am gonna leave this here. For everything, I'm just gonna sort it out. All right, my stove is still high. So we're gonna sort this one out. Just gonna make sure we stir it up. Stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it. Stir. Okay. Alright, so now we got our egg stew doing, it's doing its thing, boiling up. We have the rice, which is almost done. Brilliant. Now let's make something that I can eat, because I can eat any of these, but that's not the plan. Let's go with the plan. I'm going to transfer the heat to this one so it boils up, do its thing. I'm still here so I can keep an eye on it. And we're going to make my ramen. I hurt myself, but that's okay. That's okay. So last time, okay, this is like a couple of months ago, my husband was talking about how he made sardine. He used sardine to make ramen or something like that, something along the side. I literally just remember now. So being inspired by that idea, I'm gonna do that. Let's see how that goes, and I really want to taste it. So I've got my mackerel. I have a little bit of onions that I took from earlier. I'm going to add it here. And then I have my ramen. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to achieve all this. I feel like sometimes, like, when I'm really tired from work and I make ramen, I don't put much thought to it, and it comes out really good. Like, really good, But today I'm going to plan. I'm going to put more thoughts to it. Let's see how that would taste compared to, the ones I've been making over the years. I really need this to cook really quickly. I'm going to put it on really high heat. I need this to be boiling up. How's the rice doing? The rice is doing well. It's doing okay. I did say I was going to make, I don't know if this is a jam or if it's like, honey I can mix with things. I don't want, if it's a jam, I don't want a jam. Okay, it's not a jam, so that's good. It's not a jam, so that's good. Whilst this is doing its thing, I am gonna heat up some warm water. Heat some water up. I'm gonna get some water, put it in a cup. I'll put a little bit of honey in there with the hot water, let the water dissolve, let it cool down a little bit, and I'm going to add the ginger shot that we made earlier to it, then have it. That's what I'm going to have. ahead and put some oil in here. Not a lot. This is gonna be splashing like this is gonna be splashing like earlier with the oil rice. Remember earlier when oh, this is so hot. Oh my god. It's been so long since I did these multitasking cooking thing. So I got my macro. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add some more oil. This is some oil. So this oil is gonna help cook the tomatoes faster, and that's what I want. But it can always be taken out. Like, you know, you can pour it out. The oil is too much. I'll put the rest here. I'm in a hurry. I don't know why I have all this seasoning now. I don't need it. Not yet though. I'll put those away. So remember earlier when we were making the oil rice, we added some hot pepper to tone down the bit of the fishiness. In this case, we're going to use the ramen seasoning to do that because the ramen seasoning is already spicy. And one of the things I have noticed recently is when you toast up the seasoning, oh yeah, it takes you to a new level. Honestly, trust me, you gotta trust me on that. You can't trust me on anything, trust me on this one. Honestly, you gotta trust me on this one. Alright, so we have our cup. I'm gonna take a full teaspoon, a really full one. Teaspoon of honey. So this is how I would have my ginger shot. Remember, we made ginger shot earlier. We used some what did we use? We used ginger, orange, and some lime. And then I'm gonna put the hot water here. Not a lot, a little bit. I just want to dilute it with so they're kind of mix. I need to get, oh, we got a mop here. We can mop the floor. Alright, so just do a quick mop of the floor. Just so I put some honey on there and I don't want it to get sticky. Alright. This is not burning. Good. This is not burning. Good. Everything is going as planned. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of cold water. I'm so thirsty. Yep, it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and add in our nicely chilled. So this is what we made earlier. Oh, look! We've got the ginger. Look at that. The ginger is here. We gotta stir it up. Oh no, okay, actually I don't want to stir it up. It's hot as it is. We're gonna put it in here. Oh, it smells amazing. I love the smell of ginger. It smells so spicy. I'm going to mix everything together. Alright, let's put the rest in here. So this will be a ginger shot. So we're making the egg stew, we're making my ramen. The rice is almost done. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. Earlier I thought it was done, but it was a bit more hard and I wanted it to get a bit more soft. Let's have it with the honey. It's so good. It still burns. It still burns. Woo! But it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, oh my god. Oh, that burns. That burns. Oh, that burns. Woo. I'm gonna go in. Ooh. I'm gonna go in with my onions. We're making the ramen now. Ooh. Oh, okay, it's back. Ah, it's okay now. We're gonna toast our spice. Ooh. Oh my god. Imagine if you don't have the honey in there. I don't think I can drink the whole cup. We're gonna go put in for ramen. Now I always don't add the whole pack to this because I like to add my own seasoning to it, and I realize that when I add the whole pack to it, it becomes too I don't know, strong. So I never add my own pack. So we're just toasting it up a little bit. Right, let's have a bit more. Woo! Okay. Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh my god. My throat is on fire. Woo. Woo. You literally have to breathe. Just breathe through it. Just breathe. Oh, I'm a bit even teary. I'm a little bit teary. Alright, so that's the ginger shot I literally had that we made earlier. Woo. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna take everything out. Okay. So this is what this is gonna be in. We're gonna put it back in. Basically what I'm trying to say, we're gonna reintroduce it back in. But I want to boil. Let's put some water in there. Oh, my throat is on fire. Gosh. I don't like these flakes, so I don't use it. But you can go ahead and use it. Whew. My throat is on fire. Alright, we're going to leave this to cook. We're going to check on our rice. So this is our rice. just gonna fluff it up. It didn't take long at all. Whew. So my system is still going through that shot. Oh my god. My throat is literally on fire. We're gonna taste. I'm not really tasting for how it tastes like. I'm more of tasting if it's a bit more soft for me. Because earlier when I tasted it, it's fine. It tasted good. But it was a bit hard for me, so I wanted it to get a little bit more softer. Whew. It's even hard for me to taste the taste because of how the ginger is still very, very present in my mouth. Texture wise, it's soft, but I need it to be more softer. I think it's soft, but it's fine. I mean, it will be fine for the rest of the house, but for me, it needs to be a bit more softer. So that's not what I'm having for lunch. My lunch is some ramen. Alright, so it's cooking up really beautifully. All you need to do is thin. My tomato stew is also cooking away. I'm just gonna wipe down the walls. Okay. Anyways, so we're still waiting for my ramen to be ready, and I can add stuff to it, and I can add my egg to it because I like to have egg in it. Now that I think about it, that's gonna be some egg and fish. I don't know. Would it be a good combination? I don't know, but we're gonna see. I need to stock up this. We have our teas finished. So yeah, so today we've managed to do a lot of things. We managed to make some ginger shots, which is really powerful, especially if you're someone that doesn't like spice like that. I myself, I'm not much of a fan of spice. I like spice in some extent, but that's too much in a shot. Whew. It's really, then, I don't know, whatever cold or flu you have, so having this for like a week would be good. I mean, I would think a week, probably a couple of days. Oh, good. Anyways, so that's done. My ramen is almost ready. It's good. Oh, and don't feel away, don't feel pity or sad or like anything for me, because I'm like, oh, how can you make such delicious stuff? How can you make such healthy meals and you are having ramen? Like, that does not sound right, doesn't it? Now that I think about it, it doesn't sound right. But to let you know, I am craving ramen now, and dinner time I can have these. Like, you know, it's not like I can't have these. I can. It's just I want something different. Yeah, I was just thinking about it, like, oh my god, people would think like, oh my god, that is so cruel. Not to worry, okay? Not to worry. Don't worry your pretty brains. earlier when I was saying that, oh, I'm gonna start with the rice because the rice is the easiest. I should have started with the stew because the stew is the longest. The stew takes so long. Why? Why does it take so long? I don't know. Oh, my ramen is ready. Oh no, I don't like an overcooked ramen. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to it. Mix everything together. I didn't add any egg or anything like that because I don't think egg will go well with this dish, especially if I've added some fish. I don't know. I'm gonna taste. It's good, but it needs something. It's good, but it needs something. Where is my all-purpose food seasoning? Where did I put it? There you are. I'm really obsessed with this seasoning. It's ridiculous. A little bit of that to it. I'll give it a few minutes for it to do its thing. And we're gonna eat. I keep hurting myself today. Why do I? Alright, let's plate. So this is what we have for lunch. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I don't know what to call this. So sometimes when I make a dish, I think it's been years. I don't know if I'll be able to even make it right. Now I'm getting a bit nervous. But many years ago, whenever I make a dish, right? And I have it and then there's a sauce remaining like this, I will put a little bit of, I think I put a little bit of butter or water, I don't know, and then I'll crack some egg in there and then I'll leave it to like simmer around and it just bubbles around and it's really nice. I'm gonna do that. I don't remember the way I do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't know why I stopped doing it. Maybe I'll find out now, but let's do it. So I'm gonna crack one egg. The sauce is quite little, so I know I'm gonna get a little bit of water in there. Taste. an egg. I hope I'm doing this the right way. Crack an egg. Put it in the middle. Lower the stove. Cover it up. Alright, let's see what this turns out to be. Let's not forget this. Still takes so long. Why? Alright, I need to get a pressure cook. Because a pressure cooker maybe will probably cook the tomatoes really well. Try this. I need water. I was like, where is the bottle of water? I put some in the freezer yesterday. I didn't take it out. It's probably frozen. I'll get some water from here. Ooh, it looks good. All right, let's taste. But I need a fork. It's really good. Alright, I'm gonna give this a few seconds and then it's ready. Right. I need to get myself a high chair so I can just sit down and just eat. It's ready. Ooh, it's ready. Alright. So this is how the egg looks like. It's almost like poached egg or steamed egg. You move it around to get all that sauce in it. It's amazing. And then you're gonna dump it all in here with the sauce. See? Okay. I'm thinking, how am I gonna take this out? But I can dump it all in here. Oh, don't break, don't break, don't break. Alright. Ah, it looks so good! It looks so great. Alright. Let's break this up. Let's break up the yolk. It looks so great. I'll mix things up. Okay. You ready? Guys, ready? Should I give you guys the front row? Julie. Oh, look at the gooey. Gooey, gooey, gooey. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Anyways, let's eat this before it gets cold. Nobody wants a cold ramen. Okay, so the tomatoes are still cooking. It's almost done, which is good. It's almost done. So we're gonna have our ramen. I'm stuck in the kitchen until the tomatoes is done, so there's no point going to sit down and having to come back, sort of thing. So we're just gonna eat on here. So we got the ramen, we got the runny yolk. Let's eat. You all are invited. So good. Me and my cutesy cutesy crocs. Ta-da-dun-ta, ta-da-dun-ta-ta. I got my superpower. Guys, just waiting. We're doing this. We're still doing the extra. The tomatoes needs to finish cooking. Gonna add a bit more oil. Might as well add all the oil. Hi everybody. I don't even know how much my let me see if I have a lot of batteries. Okay, I have 22. I've got 22, so that's good. All right, let's finish my ramen. Has it gone past lunch? Well, yeah, it has gone past lunch. Oh well, that's fine. All right. So I'm not gonna have any more because I'm so full. I think drinking loads of water, tasting things, having that ginger drink has made me full. So I'm not gonna have any more. My tomato stew, it's all ready now. So we're gonna introduce the egg in there to make it the egg stew. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this here. And then I'm gonna put this away. I'm not sure who's gonna have it, but put that away for now. Alright, so I've got a bowl here, and what we're going to use with this bowl is we're going to crack some eggs. I'm going to crack some eggs and put it in here. Now when making this one, I did not put any sort of seasoning or any sort of seasoning in there. The only thing that I put in here was like garlic, dry garlic. That's about it. It's all good. The reason is that when you cook tomatoes, right? When you cook tomatoes, when it starts to cook, it releases this sour taste to it. And whilst you keep cooking it, to some time, it would give you this nice sweet taste to it. And what I have found many years ago is that when I'm cooking my tomatoes, making my tomato stew, when I go ahead to put in my seasonings, it kind of covers up with, it kind of like covers the sourness. So by the time you realize your tomato stew is not cooked thoroughly, but you think it's cooked thoroughly because it tastes great, yeah, that's because of the seasoning. And you don't want to cause people to have tummy aches after having your stew. So the best way for me to do it is like I cook my tomato stew with no seasoning or anything to make it taste until I get that sweet taste. Then I add in my seasonings and stuff like that. So that's what I do. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright, okay. Let's start. We're going to season. We need our eggs. So, I've got the eggs. Yeah. We're going to use a generous amount of eggs. Alright, here it is. Crack your egg. Gonna do one at a time. Right, so we got 3 eggs so far in there. I'm gonna be putting like 6 or 7. I dropped an egg. Right. Not an egg, but I dropped an eggshell. Before we go ahead to put our egg in here, we're going to season it. Remember earlier when I was saying that if you put a lot of oil in there, you can take it out? I'm gonna take my one out because there's too many oil. I mean, I feel like a lot of oil in there helps cook the tomatoes quickly. That's what I realized. I might be wrong, or I'm not sure. But it helps cook the tomatoes quickly for me. But I don't want too much oil. I'm gonna use this tray. I'm not gonna reuse this oil anyways, and it's already used oil that we used earlier. So it's served its purpose. So it's not really wasting, but alright, so all the oil has come to the front. We're just gonna pour it. Alright. That's good. Burn myself again. And then I'm gonna pour this one away. Alright, that goes to the sink. Give your hands a wash. Alright, my hands is washed. Let's season our tomato stew. Okay, let's season it up. We still have a bit of oil on there on top, but it's enough. Like it's a good amount. So in here we're gonna use some all-purpose seasonings. We have here some chicken seasoning, and then we're gonna use here some this seasoning, what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. This one. And then we're going to use my all-purpose, which I am running out. I'm running out of my seasonings, but that's okay. Alright, so remember the rules. We always start with our favorite seasonings before we add the salt. Salt comes in last, because if you introduce salt in first, what happens is that when you add your all-purpose seasoning next, your stew or whatever meal you're making will be salty, because all-purpose seasonings or all types of seasonings have salt in them, unless you buy the ones that has literally nothing at all. I mean, has no salt at all in there. So we're gonna have tablespoon, my favorite seasoning. I'm running out of this, so I have to be very stingy with it. Alright, and then we're gonna go in with our chicken seasoning. Go ahead and put a generous amount in. All-purpose seasoning. Put a generous amount. Another one, all-purpose seasoning. I've actually run out of this. This is the last bit. I think I have an extra stock. If not, I would have to stock it up tomorrow. Alright, so you're going to mix this in. Mix everything. I forgot, I need to add some chili powder. What about that? Let's add a generous amount. You put as much chili powder into your taste. Okay. If you don't like it spicy, don't add this in here. If you want a little bit of kick, add a little bit of that in there, chili powder. You can get it literally in any shops or any local market you have. You can get that. Alright, so we're gonna taste. It's really good. Oh, I used the cut finger. Very silly. That burns. That really burns. Alright, so we have our egg. We're gonna add a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna whisk it. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt in here, but I'll do that at the end. You don't have to add salt in here if you don't want, but I prefer salted egg. I need to really get a bandage. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and add in our oil via our egg. I'm gonna increase the dump, 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 dump. Straight dump it in there. And then that's it. I'm gonna leave this to bubble away, and then we're gonna stir. For the meantime, we're gonna tidy up. I mean, I've done much of the tidying up, but we still have a splash of tomatoes and oil, so we're gonna clean that up, and then we're gonna wash the dishes, because I got a few bit of dishes piling up. Okay. Gonna wipe these up. I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. Ooh, look at it. Ah. Alright, so we've tidied up, which is good. We've made the family's lunch, or at this point dinner, because I don't know. So they're going to be having some oil rice with a twist, Ghanaian oil rice with a twist, and then be making some egg stew, which they can have with the rice, or they can literally have something with this on its own. That's up to them. They can decide that for themselves. Because I put this on a high heat, ooh, look at the eggs are bubbling. It's kind of burning up quite quickly. Everything looks amazing. I'm not gonna add any salt to it. Tastes good. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 1 chunk of sardine. Not sardine, mackerel. We do have sardine, but I don't know. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for sardine. I will add some mackerel. So I'll add some mackerel in there. I've lowered the stove to What on earth? What happened? Oh my god, this is now I have to really mop the floor properly. Oh, why did I do that for? Oh, this is very much annoying because I literally poured the sardine juice on the floor. So it's, if I don't clean it properly, it's gonna be very fishy. It's quite annoying. Oh, anyways, that is clean. Alright, that brings us to the end of today's video. I do hope you really enjoyed today's making. So just a bit of recap what we made today. We made some ginger shots, which is very strong, okay? If you don't like the burning sensation, you might use less ginger. But if you want to tone it down a little bit, a bit of honey would do very good. Then we move down to making some oil rice with a twist. And the twist is that we add a bit of mackerel to it. It turned out really good, really amazing. And then we went down into making our egg stew, which is finished, finally finished cooking. Thank goodness. As you can tell, I'm really happy that it's finished cooking because it takes the longest. When we finished with that dish, we went ahead and we made ourselves some ramen. And we did a little bit of twist to it. We used, instead of using our, our usual, we went ahead and used we used some mackerel. So I think today's theme is literally mackerel. We should just say mackerel today, which turned out to be really good. I really enjoyed it. So the next one is the egg stew. No, which one did we do again? So we made the ginger juice, ginger shots. We made the oil rice with a twist. Then we made the egg stew. And then we made the ramen. Have I mentioned ramen already? No, we mentioned ramen. So we made 4 things today. I really hope and really, really, really do hope that you have enjoyed something or you have learned a few things about the Ghanaian culture in terms of food wise, because that's all I have been making in terms of food wise. And you've learned a little bit about cooking and a few tips and tricks that I do use when making certain dishes. I do hope you have learned something from that. And with that being said, you stay blessed, everyone. Everybody, please stay blessed, stay safe, because it's a dangerous world these days. And I will see you on my next live. And we're gonna be making more dishes. We might be making some soup very soon, so I will teach you guys through making one of Ghanaian meals or Ghanaian soups. In my books, I'm thinking of making some lasagna. I don't know what type of lasagna I want to make, but I am thinking of making some lasagna because it's been so while since I had some lasagna. So I'm thinking of making that, or like mac and cheese maybe. But yes, it's something in the planning. We'll see. We'll add it to our meals. And as I said, that brings us to the end. Bye bye, and I will see you later. Bye bye. I'm using my back camera today. Ah! Hi, babe. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, bye.